Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Blueeyeswhitechaos here again, coming at you guys with another deck profile. So this time I'm going to be doing Blue Eyes Dragon Rulers, and this deck was shown to me by a guy that I dueled on DevPro. His name is the Dark Ruler 13, and we dueled a couple times, and he showed me how he ran this deck. So I've seen this deck quite a lot. I played it a little back here and there, but now I've made the deck. I'm testing it out. Really fun deck, really cool, gets so many plays going off. Anyway, enough blabbering, let's get straight into this deck. Alright, so my favorite card in Yu-Gi-Oh, if anyone wanted to know, Blue Eyes White Dragon, so it just makes the deck even more fun. But 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon, because you run the trade in, which also runs with I think 1 or 2 other cards in the deck, but yeah, he's a normal dragon. So many things these dragon rulers want to use. Plus, when you use cards like Dragon Shrine, you can send him to the graveyard first, and then maybe send a White Stone of Legend afterwards. Get that trading going. So yeah, 3 Blue Eyes. 1 Flamvell Guard. He is there because he's a tuner, he's a fire, he's a dragon. You can use cards of consonance with him. And yeah, overall you want to be able to get as many of these cards that you can to keep drawing, get your draw power going on. And you can use Dragon Shrine for him as well. The Mythic Water Dragon and the Mythic Wood Dragon are both in there because there's a lot of situations where you can use these two along with the Redox and the Title. So say you use a card like Gold Sarcophagus, or they just get banished in general. You go ahead and grab these guys. Plays you can make. This guy can go into a level 8, then you go into a rank 8 play, or a level 7, rank 7 play. So, great card. Run them both at 1 each, because you shouldn't run them at any more, you don't need them at any more. Of course, one of each of the dragon rulers. Blaster, Tidal, Tempest, and Redox, because these cards are all the bulk of this deck. This is what it mainly revolves around, is these 4 cards right here. So yeah. Hopefully you guys know what they do, but pretty much you can special summon them out pretty easily by banishing either their type or a dragon. Anyway, for the Light Swans, I run 2 Lilas. Lila's just great because she can destroy a spell or trap card, and she mills 3 cards off the top of your deck, and you always want to chuck cards into your graveyard. So the same with these 2 cards, Curry Bandit and Card Trooper. She's got a similar effect, as well as being able to go into rank. As well as being able to destroy a back row. So yeah, really good. I run her at 2. 1 Debris Dragon, because this card's great. It's instant synchro, pretty much. Second you get him out, bring out a card from your graveyard, say even a Maxi or whatever you need at that particular moment, just go straight into a synchro play. 2 Curry Bandits. I'm definitely considering running this card at 3 for this deck, because it is really explosive for getting plays going off. 5 cards from the top of your deck into the grave, and you get a spell trap card. So, say you've got a Blue Eyes in your hand, and you just dropped Curry Bandit, and trade in, and a bunch of these cards go down to the grave. So first of all, you get the monsters you want into your grave, and you got a trade in, ready to use your Blue Eyes. So yeah, great card. I'm definitely considering running at 3. I've been testing it at 2. It's been really good at 2. So I'll test it at 3, and yeah, if you guys reckon that I run this at 3, just let me know what you guys think. Anyway, 2 Card Trooper, because, I mean, same kind of thing as Curry Bandit. If I could run him at 3, I definitely would. But yeah, top 3 cards, deck to the grave. He's a 1900, draw a card when he's destroyed. So yeah, run him at 2, definitely. And he's an Earth, so you can use Redox with Card Troopers, as well with Maxi. Speaking of Maxi, your draw engine, as well as all of this over here, so it's really good. A lot of decks special summon. If you're versing a deck that doesn't special summon very often, just side in, take them out, which is fine. But a lot of decks, the bulk of the competitive decks these days, do special summon a lot. So yeah, definitely great card to be running it too. Dragonuity Corsica. Sorry, I'm not very good with its name. It works well with Tempest, because second Tempest gets banished, you get this guy. Also, he runs along with the cards of consonance as well. So yeah, run that at 1, being that 1 wind type that you want to grab out from Tempest. and then the 3 white stone of legend. When this card is sent to the graveyard, you get a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your deck to your hand. So there's a lot of situations where you could Dragon Shrine, chuck that down, use your trade in after you get your Blue Eyes, gets the deck's speed to increase, plus you're milling a lot with a lot of cards like Lila, Curry Bandit, Card Trooper. So yeah, there's heaps of ways that you're milling out with this deck, so great card, just chucks you an extra card in hand. Also it's a dragon and it's a tuner, so you can go into synchro plays, and it's a dragon, so you can use its effect, these guys' effects, the dragon rules on it. I've spoken a lot about trade in, you guys know what it does. Just draw power, same with cards of consonants. Dragon Shrine, if you need a dragon ruler in the graveyard, go ahead, chuck it down. If you need to grab a Blue Eyes, chuck down a white stone. And yeah, it sends 2, so you can also get another Blue Eyes or a Flamvell guard, whatever you need at that particular moment. 1 Sacred Sword of the 7 Stars, because at times there can be a dead dragon ruler in your graveyard. You might want to banish one of them. At this particular moment in time, you might have, say, the Mythic Water Dragon. You want to banish Redox to get the Wood Dragon, get a rank 8 out, plus you draw 2 cards. Go ahead and go for it. Soul Charge at 2. This card has just been amazing, because if you can get first turn a lot of trade-ins and cards of consonants off, you get your graveyard full, you can just soul charge 4,000 life points first turn and you're set. You get a nice Felgrand, and even if you have managed to get more in your graveyard, you could even go for a rank 7 as well, or even a synchro if you need. So yeah, it gets really good first turns. I could consider running that at 3 as well. If anyone does, I wouldn't say anything against that, that's fine. Just that it can get cloggy. You don't want to be drawing too many into these. 1 gold sarcophagus, because as you guys know, these guys get their effects when they're banished, so chuck them in the banish pile, get their effects off, grab the cards you need, plus you get them next 2 turns. A Foolish Burial, because sending cards to the graveyard is how this deck pretty much runs, so yeah, run that at 1. Burial from a different dimension, I wish this card was at more than 1, but it's not, unfortunately. But still, the dragon rulers, say they get banished, chuck them back in. Say you need more cards to banish to get these guys out and get your rank 7s, there you use that. So yeah, really good, quick play, just a great card. Run it as many as you possibly can, which is 1, so yeah, run it at 1. Okay, for the traps, I only run 2 Royal Decrees, because you don't want to get stung by Mirror Forces or Torrential Tributes. So many cards that can get really annoying these days. Even Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare, really annoying me these days, and this card just does the job. So yeah, 2 Royal Decrees, great card. For the extra deck, there's 1 Star Eater. Star Eater can be made. It's not made that much with this deck, but it's an option. You want to be able to have it as an option if you need to get out of something. Azure Eyes is made actually quite a bit with the Blue Eyes and any level 1 tuner. And then you just grab your Blue Eyes back every standby phase. Can't be destroyed by by card effects until the next end turn. It can't be targeted as well. So yeah, when you get this guy out, it's pretty much a safe key. 1 Crimson Blader, because a lot of decks special summon higher. A Scrap Dragon, because you want to pop stuff. Stardust Dragon, because he's Stardust. I mean, he can stop a lot of things. If you want to chuck him on the field where you got a really good field, they can't Dark Hole you, they can't Mirror Force you. This guy's always there to help you out. A Stardust Spark Dragon, because when you want to just get 1 out, you don't want to just go for that Stardust. You want to get out that Spark Dragon, because he can really protect you in a lot of circumstances. A Black Rose, because it can just wipe the field so well. Like, I've had situations where I've had a Draco Sack. They've had a fully developed field. 5 monsters, couple of back row. I've had out a Royal Decree. I've had out my Draco Sack with 1 token out. Black Rose just comes out, wipes their whole field. They can't stop it. And then I still get to keep my Draco Sack on the field. So yeah, such a good card. Definitely run it. Heliopolis. I mean, you run rank 8s, level 8s, so Heliopolis is great. Plus you've got a lot of dead monsters in your hand sometimes, like say you've got a Blue Eyes or a White Stone. You drop that White Stone, and that Blue Eyes to destroy a bunch of cards on their field, plus you gain their effects sometimes, so yeah, he's great. Falgrand is amazing. He's probably the best rank 8 at the moment. He's my favorite. And he's just, yeah, really good. So many circumstances he can help you. And I'll say he's really good as well, because there's a lot of circumstances he can be used in as well. Although I don't use him as anywhere near as much as these two, but still very good card. For the rank 7s, which is the bulk. And number 74. Actually, is surprisingly, I actually do get this guy out more than what I thought I would, compared to getting out a Big Eye or a Draco Sack. But yeah, he's just a really top card in certain decks. Like, I versed a Madolchi deck, and they really could not get over this guy, because they couldn't target him. They didn't, like, realistically speaking, they did not play any, like, Dark Hole. Like, they may have had a Dark Hole, but it's one card. They don't have that on them all the times. So, they couldn't target this with their main XYZ, Tiramisu. So they were stuffed and they just surrendered. So yeah, really good card. 2 Draco Sacks, because he's Draco Sack, and man, he can destroy games on his own. Such a great card, such a great effect. Soul Charge, still get his effect off. That's what you want. It's how he works. And same with Big Eye. Big Eye, just take a monster. So many decks, they build up to get a nice monster out. They get a Beals. You take their Beals. It's yours. Great card. Definitely run it at 1. If you want to run it at 2, go ahead. But I only ever need 1. And a Zen mains, because you do run a bunch of level 3s. So yeah, I chuck a Zen mains in there just for the fun of it. He can protect you if you're ever in a tight situation. I'll finish off the side deck real quick, because you guys would probably already know. Maxi, draw power. Raikou, because sometimes you want to bring in those cards and take out a few of these cards. 2 DD Crows, a lot of decks roll on the graveyard these days. 2 MSTs, because same thing, a lot of back row these days. Vanity's Emptiness, a lot of special summoning decks. I might consider taking a 3rd into this. The 3rd Royal Decree, 2 Skill Drains. Skill Drains actually really good, because once you get your monsters out, I mean, their effects aren't that really needed in a lot of circumstances. And Rivalry of Warlords, 2 of them, because there's a bunch of decks that it can really mess over. Anyway, guys, you guys saw my Blue Eyes Dragon Ruler deck profile. If you guys want to see this deck in action, I will be uploading a video of it tomorrow. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. And also, please subscribe, like, comment to my videos. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me how I could improve on this deck, because, I mean, there's always room for improvement and other people's opinions, and I'm always up for that. If you guys want to see other videos, let me know. Just chuck a comment down. Anyway, that's Blueeyeswhitechaos out. See you guys.